What's up, guys? It is May 1st, so that means a third of the year has already passed us by. This is just a quick review of the albums that you should be listening to if you're a death metal fan or a metal fan this year. First up, actually technically released in 2014, but is Volahn Aq'Ab'Al. The digipack is out now on Iron Bonehead Records. Southern California one-man atmospheric black metal project. But he's got some really cool, like, ancient Mexican Mayan influence to him in his music and his artwork. Really solid stuff. Moving right along from Dark Descent Records, this is the new Desolate Shrine. This is the heart of the Netherworld. Released in January this year. Some real slow, doomy, grimy death metal awesomeness. Clocks in over an hour long, so definitely a commitment, but you'll dig it, trust me. Another one from Dark Descent, Ghoulgotha. This is the Deathmask Cloak. Kind of fell short for me, not gonna lie. It wasn't the best release that they've put out. Weird tuning to the guitars. I don't know, it was okay. You might dig it. So far, my album of the year is Visigoth, the Revenant King. Extremely catchy, awesomely written, heavy metal. Amazing vocals. The songwriting is just incredible. Check it out. Next up, Apocrophex, Suspended from the Cosmic Altar. This is actually my band, so a little bit of a shameless plug here, but technical death metal, really kick-ass. Hopefully you dig it and check it out. Next up, a reunion album of sorts. This is Scanner from Germany. So picture that old school classic heavy metal, power metal, speed metal kind of thing going on. These guys really hit their stride with this album. It's really cool to see them come back after all these years and kind of make an incredible piece of music. Next up is Thulcandra, if that's how you say it. These guys play melodic death metal, black metal, kind of a mixture there. I really like this album, Ascension's Lost. This is my first go with this band, and I'm a fan. I'm going to check out the older catalog as the year goes on for sure. Next up, I can't say the name of this band, Sarpanitum. Anyway, it's Blessed Be My Brothers, another technical death metal album. Extremely well written, fast, electric kind of stuff. You'll really dig it if you like some brutal shit. Next up is Heathen, or Haven. It's cool because these guys actually originated in New Jersey, Philly area there. Since the recording of this album, they've broken up. The name of this album is Shaped by Aeolian Winds. Awesome piece of black metal. Probably going to be one of the best black metal albums released this year. Highly, highly recommended. I'm going to try to link all of these in the description so you can kind of, keep up with that. Next up, another Dark Descent release. This is Invincible Force. Name of this album is Satan Rebellion Metal. Black and thrashy death metal. A nice quick listen. A fucking awesome, brutal album. Really happy that that album finally came out. There was a lot of tease about that one for a while, and all they've released so far is demos and really kick ass. Slowing it down big time is Lore from Elder. These guys are kind of the 2015 answer to Pallbearer for me. A little bit more, I guess you can call it mainstream in effect of their sound, but super heavy and awesome songs. Next up, keeping with the technical death metal, is Obscure Infinity. Perpetual Descending into Nothingness. FDA Records is probably putting out some of the best shit this year, and this album just proves it. Really phenomenal stuff. And then following up, another FDA release. It's actually what we're listening to right now. This is Chapel of Disease. If I had to pick a number 2 album for this year's releases so far, it'd probably be this one. The Mysterious Ways of Repetitive Art. Kick-ass blend of kind of that old school heavy metal with a lot of death metal and doom influence. Amazing guitar solos and songwriting's all about. Really impressive stuff. Next up from the Czech Republic is Heaving Earth. This album kicks so much ass because it's a mix of like brutal death metal, technical death metal, old school death metal, and some of the members were actually in one of my favorite bands of all time, the very obscure Imperial Foeticide, and I love hearing their progression in songwriting throughout the years there. Next up from Canada is Harrow. So these guys are kind of unknown. I don't really know how many people are in the band because it kind of changes with each release, but this album is called The River. It's actually an EP. independently released. I bought it off their Bandcamp, and it was quite cheap, and I gotta say, I mean, I'm really impressed with their direction. I mean, atmospheric black metal that just really kind of has a soul to it, and honestly, the drums on that album are some of the most impressive things I've heard this year, just because of how they were recorded. Really awesome. Next up is Entheos. This is another independent release out of Canada. Ototeman is the name of the album. Another one I bought off Bandcamp because once I streamed it, I was kind of hooked on it. This is an awesome little handmade kind of, digi-sleeve kind of thing there. Really cool, kind of culty stuff, atmospheric awesomeness. Next up, I scored in a used bin already. This is Enforcer from Beyond. 80s style heavy metal, super drunk, fucking have a good time shit. It's a fun album for sure. Another fucking fun album is Gruesome Savage Land. If you're any kind of fan of death, you have to check this shit out. It's like Leprosy era warship that really kicks ass. Dark Descent Records, again, Hacavitz. This is called Darkness Beyond. It's kind of weird because they put out black and death metal releases before this, and now they hit 2015 with just like a straight fucking black metal release. It was good, not great, but a decent album to have in the collection for sure. Another one from Dark Descent Records, Crypt Sermon. These guys put out probably one of the coolest, like straight classic traditional doom metal albums so far this year. Out of the Garden, it's called. Really impressive stuff. Picture Candlemass era kind of shit. You'll dig it. It's cool. I can't even begin to pronounce the name of this band, but they're awesome. I'm not even going to try to tell you the name of the album either. I'm just going to link it in the description there. But Mispriming is the best that I can do with it. Import black metal, probably number 3 on my black metal albums released so far this year. Really killer stuff. Black and death metal coming up now. Necro Wretch. This is their follow-up album to their debut with Serpent Scourge. Century Media actually signing some pretty cool bands recently. Gotta say they're definitely stepping their game up a little bit. Box set next is the new Leviathan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really haven't liked a lot of his shit before this. I streamed this album and I bought it that day. I was very impressed with it. The box set is, cool enough. Profound Lore did a really nice job with it. It has these, I'm not going to even try to fucking open it. It has these prints that, what's his name, drew up and painted up, and it looks really nice. Overall, a really kick-ass release. And Zephyrum, I am such a fucking nerd for that folky Viking chaos metal. One Man Army is their 2015 release. This is a pretty kick-ass, like, double disc collection, digibook thing. Honestly, when I ordered it, I had no idea it was going to be a limited edition, but I'll take it. I'm happy with it. The classic of the classics, the Legends of the Legends. Blind Guardian released Beyond the Red Mirror earlier this year. Power metal, heavy metal, speed metal. Hansi still sounds freaking awesome. This is probably their best album in quite a long time. Very, very, very happy with it. That's actually it for the 2015 releases that I have, but I just want to show you a couple of reissues also, because they're very important. Starting up first is Inquisition. These guys are obviously one of the be-all, end-all black metal bands of our day. These are reissues from Season of Mist with all new artwork by Paolo Girardi. Really awesome stuff. The songs sound incredible. The tracks sound better than they ever have before. They're totally worth your time and money. Dark Descent, again, killing it on the reissue side. Father Befouled, they reissued this one. This is Enthroning Desolation. So basically it's a compilation of a bunch of demos and EPs and splits and a bunch of hard to track down vinyl shit that basically you can now own in one convenient disc. Really happy with that. Another one from Dark Descent is Absu. So basically Absu, as you know, as a black metal band, started as an old school, obviously, death metal band in the 90s. Temples of Awful and Return of the Ancients are 2 of their first demos, EPs, whatever you want to call them. It's okay stuff, but it's cool to kind of, finally have a piece of that in the collection there. Another one, Century Media, Pyrexia. These guys were that early kind of New York brutal death metal, think Suffocation, not quite as, doomy as Incantation, but, same kind of vibe there. Sermon of Mockery reissue. It also contains their first demo, which is the Liturgy of Impurity, and their first EP, which is Hate, Disgust, Danger, whatever the fuck. Good stuff. You'll dig it. Graveyard, probably Spain's best answer to old school death metal. This is another compilation of old, hard to get stuff. It's called The Coffin Years. Just another cool blend of hard to find tracks that you can finally own at home. One of my favorite bands, Hooded Menace from Finland. You can't really beat them when it comes to that slow, punishing death metal. Another compilation of just hard to find EPs and vinyls and splits and all that. Awesome to finally have on CD. Demonomancy. These guys are actually from New Jersey. Old school as old school gets. These are from the early 90s there. Lord of the Flies Records actually reissued this right at the end of 2014. So technically this is a 2014 release, but it's like December 26th. So I don't even know what the fucking point was. Cool, old school, New Jersey death metal. Fucking check it out, man. It's cool to have that in the collection finally. And almost last, Hermoder. I don't really know how to say it, but Det for Fluna is his compilation of all his singles and demos. Double disc, really awesome. Wolfspell Records from Poland, I believe, did a great job with the reissue. So they have another release from him coming out this year from an album that he released last year. But hopefully that'll be in the second update of the year. Last but not least, I waited for this one from January or February until about last week. This is the, hopefully you can see it, the Morpheus Descends box set. So this is the be-all, end-all of Morpheus Descends. It's from Dark Descent Records. It contains this kick-ass double disc digipack of all of Morpheus Descends material. Even the shit when they were just Morpheus. Really cool stuff. Also contains a DVD of a lot of live songs and interviews and stuff like that. For a fan of New York death metal, I mean, this is an absolute essential, and you got to get it fast because he will not reprint this in this format. So jump on it. The Morpheus Descends. I think it's called like the Blackened Collection or the Blackest Crypts or something like that. It's fucking sick. Definitely pick it up. That's it. 2015 has been pretty cool so far, and there's a lot more to go, so hopefully I'm going to do these every 4 months and just kind of recap on all the shit that I've bought. Hope you dig it. Thanks.